Hello everyone, this Steam release for Survival Machine is just around the corner, and the developers were nice enough to send me early access so we can check it out. So let's do just that.
Revolution is an inevitable part of creating a better world, and it may take many shapes. Our revolution was creating a world full of wondrous steel monstrosities that would lead us into a golden age of industry. But even among other creations of mechanical art, this machine was a true masterpiece. It was bigger, better, and more efficient than anything that had been created before. A completely versatile factory that could function anywhere it was, either standing or moving. Yet even the greatest times must eventually come to a halt. Nobody knows for sure where the zombies came from. They've poured into the world in overwhelming numbers, and there was no end to them. The only way to survive was to move. The machine was put to a greater task, reaching the last bastion of humanity. But it will never make it without a working radio and an able crew.
And that's pretty cool, it actually has an intro cinematic now.
Hey, I see you're in trouble. If you can make it to my machine, we'll be able to escape these hellish zombies.
Yeah, I still wonder how the heck he sees me, but it's cool that the machine itself got a bit more story to it. Also, there's no chest or anything that we can pick up here. So they also changed the intro cutscene, or the intro itself. Alright, so this part looks very similar. Alright, let's grab some of the basic tools. It also looks like we have more hotbar space. And there's a hunger bar now, too.
Oh, there you are. Chop down some trees along the way, would you? We can use some wood as fuel for the machine.
Alright, so the quest and intro look pretty much the same at this point. But that looks a lot different, to be fair. That bridge was not there before. Wait, hold up. I want to check it out. Now, I do recognize the bridge. So there were demos out for the game. And if you've been following the channel, you know that I've played those. This bridge was pretty far into the adventure. Although it looks different now. It gets the same shape, but there's a bunch of boxes. I wonder how far we can go without him teleporting us back. Yeah, okay, this looks a little different, alright. Oh my, this looks a lot more puzzly than just placing down a couple wood planks. I'm guessing this is done just so you learn that puzzles are a thing. So the goal for today would be to at least get the machine up and running. There should be a lot of content in this version of the game already, seeing as the previous demo that was released had about 8 hours of gameplay from what the devs
How do you
said.
like the machine? There's an engine room with a furnace below the deck. Toss in the wood you gathered.
Okay, it feels like the zombies are a bit easier now too. Let's walk up to him. Bop. Yeah, that goes a lot easier now. But I gotta admit, it already feels a lot smoother to play than the demo was. Let's place a couple of these barrels down. So build the hammer, or craft the hammer. Alright, complete the tutorial by saying hi to Pavel. Where the hell's Pavel at? It's showing me to go up there. That is something new. That was not a quest that was in the game before. Actually, I don't remember this entire section. Oh my god, what's up, Pavel? So this is where you've been hiding this entire time, eh?
Now, you know everything you need. From this moment on, you can complete all tasks with your companion.
I thought he was always hiding somewhere, but I guess it makes sense that he is controlling the machine. Alright, let's fix up the core components. And then we can move forward. That actually was a lot easier than I thought. Alright, are we moving? It goes really slow if we are. I think we are, though. Yeah, it seems like we are. Alright, I don't really need it to move at the moment, though. So let's stop that. But we at least finished the main tasks that I wanted to get done. That was actually a lot quicker than I was expecting it would take. Alright, let's craft the pickaxe. So now we got every tool. I think this was an item, actually, that you had to find out in the world. Did you not? So they kind of changed up quite a lot. Alright, where's a rock? Okay, well, game isn't fully optimized yet by the looks of it.
If you get injured, food will help you regenerate your health. There are no negative consequences to not being full. However, keep in mind that eating fills up your stomach, represented by apple icons, and you'll need to wait before you can eat again.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's just done so you don't spam healing items. So while I think the combat's been made a bit easier by the looks of it, it does seem like... Well, actually, it goes on really quick, so... I don't know. But it is a bit more difficult now, I guess. Right, with the knowledge that I do have, though, about the game, is I want to just kind of speed run my way towards some of the ballistas and higher damage dealing weapons, because I don't want to get overwhelmed during the first zombie horde night. So after collecting a bunch of these resources, let's quickly go through some of the early game quests. Something I learned that if you actually want to build, also the building menu itself looks different. Yeah, I would recommend not really building much around here, or not a main structure anyway. For now, I'm not really going to care much about that.
We've already started our journey, but if we want to make it to the end, we'll need to finish the machine and get it fully operational. There's a whole series of upgrades still ahead.
Find the junk node and mine it with the hammer. Should be easy enough. I think those were just old engine parts. Yeah, so this machine right here. And let's go check out the windmill while we're at it. There's a bunch of loot. Well, not a lot of good loot, but there is loot nonetheless. There are platforms that we can stand on, so we can go up. Realistically, probably not possible, because the windmill would be too heavy, so it won't really spin anymore. I'll jump over to the second one, go up even farther. What is that? That's just a lantern, doesn't really do anything. Ooh, big chest. A blueprint. A sawmill tuner. Alright, so we need some rope. I think we can just craft that, though. Don't really have to find it. Yep. And we should have enough for quite a bit. Then we need to figure out... I'm guessing it's under generators. Yeah, and then we also place it... Interesting, it's near here now. It's not on these.
Zombie activity. It seems like we're in for an attack tonight.
Alright, so I placed on one of the generators. That is good. Also, it's Horde Night tonight, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? Alright, find the blueprint for the sawmill out in the world. We're going a little too slow for my liking, I will admit. He says as he is cleaning out his inventory. And you know, this could be good. A warp bite. Can teleport us all the way back here. I'm guessing those are not rare to find per se, but they're going to be decent. Like decent rarity. So we can't easily obtain a large amount of them. Then again, you don't really need to be that far away from your machine at all time. Seems like this blueprint is going to be found in town here. There's also a bunch of question marks now on the map. Or not on the map, on the compass. I'm guessing those lead towards chests and stuff like that. This is a place that I want to stop, though. If it is random and we don't start in this town every time, this is a really damn lucky spawn, because there's a lot of blueprints. It also means there's a lot of puzzles, man. Alright, so it's at the top of this building. Can we go in here? Yep, we can just go back here. There's a blueprint. There's a chest back here. I think this is actually just a decorative chest, though. Yeah. Alright, let's run back. So we are in need of a lot of items, though. There is a rock here. May as well take that. Man, I see the daytimer tick down towards Horde Night. It's scary, man. Because I'm not 100% sure like when we're able to actually start crafting some of those ballistas. We're also going to need extra wood throughout the night. And we're going to need wood regardless, because I also want to create a stone sword. Let's see, so now we need the sawmill, which would be under producing.
These processing stations require a lot of fuel in the furnace to operate. And even if the machine doesn't move, it's still going to use up fuel.
There's the bomb thrower.
Everything we need to build the first line of defense. So, let's focus on building the bomb thrower.
Alright, so we're gonna need... dump in a couple of these. It's not gonna work, because we have no fuel in the furnace. So, we'll dump some of that in there. It's also costing us 20 energy, but it looks of it, to keep this thing going. Where did we make threads? Over here. We need more resin. However, I do think that was a byproduct. Yes. Alright, good. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go collect some more wood. It is nearing nighttime, or evening at least. So this is the point where I really need to hurry the hell up. I want that bomb thrower down before nightfall, and I want some fuel in the system as well. And then I want my stone sword too. There's this shack over here. It kind of looks like we could open that. And I really wish I could look at it. Alright, quick look, quick look. I think we... I don't think so, actually. It seems to be locked up. There's nothing around here I don't think that we can use. But the one problem, though, is that this resin is taking a while to create. Because this bloody sawmill is so slow. Could also make a slingshot. Yeah, let's do it. And then we ran out of stones. Alright, I'm gonna store these weapons for now, as well as the shields. I'm hoping that there's like a recycler or something that we can unlock. Let's store more wood in there. Plus 24 hours. That is great. That means we can at least survive the night on what we got. No, we have no more fabric. Damn. I'm gonna have to find some zombies real quick. But honestly, I don't know if we have the time for this. I've got some fabric there. I might actually switch over to the stone club, because it has that stunning ability. This one doesn't seem to do that. Might switch over to the slingshot for now, like I have been doing throughout the demos. It seems like it's shooting off multiple projectiles though, which is really good actually. Getting nighttime. We have to go back to the machine. We don't have much time left. That probably means though that there isn't enough of this. Actually, there is. But did we collect enough fabric? Hell yeah, dude. Alright, quick. We need this tower down ASAP. I want to test something out. Have we... Okay, so hitting the colored parts on the wheel when it's reloading reloads it faster. I don't think that was actually working in the demos, so it's great that that is implemented now. Alright, where are the zombies? I think they only come from the back, right? Yeah, I think I see them now. But it does keep going faster, too. It would help if I actually... Okay, well... I need to be a bit faster with this. I think it also deals more damage now. I wish we had a giant light that would shine towards the back, because... While I can see something... it's not easy to see, let's put it that way. Now, I also have bad eyesight, and I refuse to get glasses. That's more of a personal thing, I suppose. Yeah, it's smaller objects, like when they come running from a ways away, it's getting hard to see. It's also dark as hell, of course. Come on, boys. Boom! Feels so much better now. You climbing? You dead? He is climbing. There we go. Hell yeah. That was actually a lot faster and a lot easier. Yeah, like I said, I want to have a stone club. I do need more stones for that. I see a rock. I saw a glow. Our smelly zombies. They're a bit tougher, though. What's up with this? Why is it red? I'm guessing it's copper. Seems like I found the end of where this is going. Can we mine this? I don't think so, right? No, it has that red pickaxe thing there. I'm guessing that means we need a better version. I found another puzzle location. The fence seems to be a bit broken. Or at a oil rig. I don't think we can get up here, but we can go inside. Okay, so what does this do? Lowers that down. Yeah, let's go up, I guess, for now. Well, puzzle location, maybe not much, to be fair. It's literally just that one thing so far. I'm guessing this is more of a timed. Well, not even that. This is timed, though. And then we pull this up. And there's our big prize. Big oil rig complete. We have the issue now that we have limited inventory space. Especially because I don't really know what to throw away either. So that's kind of sucks. While we're up here, though, we may as well look for rocks. Also, the town is a lot larger than I thought. And it even goes all the way up there. Like a graveyard or something. Yeah, I think next episode we're gonna explore this town, see what it has. Because there should be an absolute ton of items and supplies that we can get from that, and blueprints. No, I don't see rocks. Kind of unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna need a bit more storage. I think each barrel has one extra slot, so... Honestly, it is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, you know what? I think we should just toss out all these things. We don't really need them. Flame machine, it's probably not going to give us that good of loot. Because it's all basic items. And a slingshot, it was already kind of OP in the demos of the game. But it seems to be so much better now. Just mainly because it shoots multiple rocks. And then its Q ability, which is the heavy attack. It shoots even more than it used to. Like the basic attack is now the... Fuck. Yeah, the basic attack is now the Q ability, and it seems like it's shooting 4 pallets with the big attack. And it of course knocks them down too, which is fantastic. Also, zombies don't come charging at you straight away, so there is a bit of leeway down too. I think our pickaxe is gonna break. Actually, I know our pickaxe is gonna break. There's no thinking about it. Alright, on my way back, I'm just gonna harvest all the trees I can with this axe. And then hopefully we can change everything to stone tools. I suppose while we're at it, we may as well put some more logs in the saw machine, because we're gonna need a lot of threads, so we need resin. Alright, let's see. Stone club, stone axe, stone pickaxe. What do you mean not enough resources? Well, we need resin for that as well. Chains out our stone sword with the stone club. There we go, we can now make the stone pickaxe. You know what, I'm just gonna dump this stone sword here too. I've also noticed in the top right that the engine seems to be down. Yeah, it does need some repairing. I don't know why. There were no zombies up here. I'm guessing maybe it just breaks over time. Also, funny enough, we need more stone apparently for this tailoring bench. We're also going to need a lot more resin. So I'm going to leave that for next episode. For now though, I think it was a pretty good start. We got all our basic tools up to stone. The vehicle can move. Pavel is chilling right here.
Stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time.
You just standing there, mate. You have a good time, I guess, standing there. See, in the next episode, what I want to do is I want to get the machine moving over to the bridge. Eventually fix that. And check out the town. See what it all has to offer. So for now, I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.